Hi, hello, and welcome, Curiositors, to episode 7 of the podcast Think Out Loud with me. I'm Curiosity Dude, and it's been a while since since I've uploaded my last podcast, and I apologize for that. I've, I don't really have any excuse or good excuse for not uploading anything, so I'm not gonna, tell you that. But I will tell you what I've been doing in general throughout these past 4 months. And wow, that's a long time. I never really obviously 4 months is a long time, but I can't believe it's been 4 months already since I've uploaded. And that's sad. I like doing this. It's cool. It's pretty much just me talking to myself, and I enjoy talking to myself. But this way, it's like I'm talking to myself with the intention of other people listening. So it's kind of different, but it's still cool. Or cool. It's not. I'm not crazy, but this way it makes me not crazy. I don't know. The light is really bright, but if I lower it, for those of you listening, I also record this for YouTube, and the light on me is really bright, so I'm not really gonna look at the camera that much because it hurts my eyes. I mean, I guess I could wear sunglasses, but nah, it's fine. um, so I guess I should tell you about what I've been doing. So a lot has happened, a lot has changed, a lot of things are gonna happen. As of the most recent thing, I guess, is that about a month ago or 2 months ago now, like June, July, August. Yeah, like almost 3 months now. Wow. I started a new job. I got a job at a place called BC Laboratories, and it's a laboratory, and there's like many labs inside of this lab. It's a building full of labs, and the my title, I guess, that I have is called a lab technician, and I guess I got the job. Sorry, I don't live alone. My family's outside my room and they're loud. And they got birds. That's a new thing that happened. They got birds, which is very annoying because they're loud and it kind of discouraged me from making podcasts, which is just an excuse, but it is annoying. And I don't have any money to like buy soundproof stuff for my door or the walls or whatever. So, yeah. But anyways, yeah, I got a new job. It's a full-time job, which is pretty dope. They say I make $15 an hour, but with taxes and everything, I only make like $12.25 or something an hour, which is still pretty cool, better than. Oh, the camera stopped for some reason. Okay, well, that was weird. It's back on. I don't know what happened there. So, yeah, I got a new job. I've been really busy because it's full time. I've been working 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, which. Sorry, I always yawn when I start talking for a long time. I don't know why. So I guess I should lean up a little bit. Sorry for the chair. My chair is really noisy. It was only like $100 chair. I got a new computer. I don't know if you know that, but it's a brand new custom built PC, and it's on my desk right now. And if you hear, I don't know if you listen, you can hear like a white noise of like wind or whatever. That's my computer. It's really loud. I turned the gain sensitivity on my microphone all the way down, but you can still hear it, so that sucks. You also can hear the birds too, which I apologize again for. It's really annoying. Uh, but anyways, other than a new job, I've just been like slacking on creating content. I've been absorbing content, enjoying. Oops, I hit the pop filter or whatever it's called. Not pop, windscreen. Um, yeah, I've been watching like a lot of Batman related content. Like 3 months ago, I was obsessed with Gotham, and I've just been binge watching that like every day. I finished it, and then after that, I was like, now I gotta watch the Batman movies, and I watched Batman Begins, Batman The Dark Knight, or I think it's just called The Dark Knight, and then the Dark Knight Returns. Really good movies. And then after that, I watched like some animated Batman movies, which are pretty good. And then I've watched an anime called Death Note, and there was also a Netflix adaptation movie called Death Note, and it was okay. The actor who played Light, 10 out of 10. He was awesome. Like the everyone else, I was like, what is this? Is weird. Like this is nothing like the show, and it was like Netflix made it like their own thing, and they like made it more American, which is fine, but it was all just still, even though it was different, it was still weird. Like it just didn't make sense. I guess it was just really weird. But the character, the actor who played Light, like I was like, that's Light. That's Light. I don't know. I don't think. Wait, not Light. Sorry, the character that played L. I mean, Light does become L, but not in the Netflix movie. But anyways, it was a really good show, and the movie was okay. The actor for L, I'm sorry, L, was amazing. 10 out of 10 performance, and I liked the voice actor for. Oh, I forgot his name. The God of Death, or the. You know what I'm talking about, right? For those of you who watched it. But anyways, it was a good show. The movie was okay, and yeah. So I just been watching that stuff these past couple of months, and I've also been listening to audiobooks that my dad bought, and he was like, you should listen to these books. Sorry, the chair is really loud. I'm gonna lean back now. He was like, you should listen to these books. They're like how to become rich and how to get your life together and stuff. And I was like, okay, because he was listening to them as well. And one of them was like Millionaire Success Habits. Another one was about the 10x Rule or something by Grant Cardone. And then I listened to another Grant Cardone book, and they're pretty good books. It's pretty awesome stuff. And there's one called Sell or Be Sold by Grant Cardone. My dad's like obsessed with his content, I guess, or skills, or lessons, I guess, if you will. I'm sorry, I'm yawning a lot. And then I recently listened to another book called Crush It by Gary Vee. Well, no, not Crush It. It was like it's a book based off his book Crush It, and he has like guest speakers in the book, which sounds weird when I say that out loud. But like I listened to the audio version, so. But yeah, and it's good stuff. It's motivated me to, I guess, keep creating content, even though I stopped. And I want to become a professional video editor and edit videos. And I want to start editing videos for my dad, which I have. After my dad listened to all this stuff, he was motivated to start his own YouTube channel and make vlogs and just document his life and stuff that he does. And I've been editing his videos, and it's pretty fun. I feel like I'm getting a lot better at editing. And my dad also bought me Adobe After Effects, which is awesome, and I've been messing with that a little bit. I haven't this past week or two, but mainly because my computer, the graphics card, the thing that like shows you on your monitor what your computer is doing, it kind of sucks. So, or it sucks for Adobe After Effects. So I only can edit like 10 seconds of stuff at a time, which kind of sucks because, I want to edit more than 10 seconds at a time. And also, even if it is 10 seconds, when I export it, it can't be in 4K, and my dad records stuff in 4K, so it's like conflict of interest or whatever. But yeah, I don't know if you can see, those of you watching. Oh, this is the computer, obviously, and I got this cool little space palm rester for my mouse. It's like the galaxy. It's like blue, purple, a little bit of white, like stars and stuff. And I also got a cool extra large or extra large mouse pad thing, and also a palm rest for typing on my keyboard, my computer keyboard. Yeah, I've been. Oh, I started working on a book called The Cursed Hourglass. So that's gonna be cool. I'll probably finish that in a year or two. But I'm gonna like try to do like a little paragraph every day. Yeah, I want to become so like I guess these past couple of months, I've been able to like rethink who I am and who I want to be and what I have to do to get there. And I've realized that I want to be a writer and make some books, like fiction books. Yeah, hold on, I need some water. A little bit ASMR right there. Yeah, I want to be a writer, so I'm gonna start writing. And I've been told that the best way to like learn how to start writing, like the I guess quickest way or whatever, is to just start reading books. So I think I'm gonna start reading a few books. I don't have a lot of time to like just sit down and read a book for hours, but I have like 30 minutes here and there. So I'm gonna start reading some books so I can learn how to write and tell a story and then make my own stories. And I also want to create a third YouTube channel. I was thinking of calling it Mr. Curiosity, and whatever I write, I want to record myself uh, reading my own stories, like an audiobook, and then upload it on YouTube. But not with the camera, but just audio, and then I'll maybe hire someone to draw, I guess, little photos. It'll be kind of like a comic book, but not a lot of photos, just like a few drawings here and there, and then text on the screen to like show what I'm talking about. And I think eventually it'll evolve into like actual animation, but that would be like years from now, like 5 years maybe. But for now, yeah, I think just like a kind of like an audiobook on YouTube, and just share my what I write, just to see if people even like what I come up with, my stories. But yeah, the one I just started working on is called The Cursed Hourglass, and I think that's gonna be really good. And whenever I finish it, I'm gonna make it an ebook so you guys can buy it and read the book. So that would be cool. I don't know when that'll happen. Probably like, hopefully I can finish it within a year. I think that would be cool. But I think normally people take years to finish writing just one book. So we'll see how that goes. I'll have to try to prioritize it, but I think that'll be awesome. But yeah, that's just what I've been doing. I've been going to work. Oh, I started waking up at 4 a.m. So yeah, I wake up, get ready. If I have a video to edit, I'll edit. But I want to try to start riding my bike in the morning because I don't know if you can tell, but I kind of stopped being consistent in working out. And yeah, I'm gonna start juicing and just drinking juice. Me and my dad, we're gonna try to be doing like a juice fasting diet for 30 days, see if we can lose some weight. So that'll be interesting, probably torture. But yeah. All right, so I guess I should jump into the topic of this video. It's already been like 14 minutes. Um, the potential of not needing to sleep. The other day, me and my sister were in my car, driving somewhere, I don't remember. But we were talking about how, like, stuff we have to get done, like doing laundry or, making food or just, whatever we have to do, normal life stuff. And it's already, like, going to be, I think it was going to be like 9 o'clock or something. And we have to wake up early. I wake up at 4 a.m. and she wakes up I think 8 o'clock or something, which is in the morning, 8 in the morning. And we were just like, I was like, wouldn't that be cool if we didn't have to sleep? And she was like, yeah, that would be awesome. And I was like, that would also be cool if like we didn't have to like use the restroom either. And she was like, yeah. And I was like, that'd be cool if we didn't have to eat. And she's like, well, hold up, I like eating. Oh, let's stop recording. Um, Bruh. It just stopped recording. Hold on, audio listeners. Maybe I'll edit this out. Um, Oh, that sucks. Okay. Well, um, I guess I can just put the audio on YouTube. For some reason, the camera. Oh, not for some reason. My camera overheated and turned off. So there's not going to be any more video if you're watching this on YouTube. I apologize. Maybe if I get, more money from this, or if I make money from doing podcasts, then I'll be able to buy a better camera. But until then, I apologize. All right. So for those of you listening still, what was I talking about? Okay, my sister. Yeah, we were talking about like that'd be cool if we didn't. Sorry for the birds. Uh, I was like, wouldn't that be so cool if we didn't have to sleep? Like that would be awesome if we didn't have to like sleep or use the restroom, like the toilet, or eat food, and like those three things alone would like give us so much more time that we've never had before. Because let's just say you sleep 8 hours a day, every day. And so, like, if you have a full time job, you work 8 hours 5 times a week, which is 40 hours. Plus, now you sleep 8 hours every day, even on the weekends. So, 8 times 7. Darn, I forgot. So, like, I'm kind of suck at simple multiplication. 8 times 5 is 40, and then plus another 8, which is 48, and then plus another 8, 48. 56, I think. Yeah, so you'll have, just if you didn't have to sleep for those 8 hours a week, or 8 hours times 7 days, you'd have like 56 hours extra time. Like it already exists, it's still there. Like we use it up every day. But now, if you didn't have to sleep, like let's say you can't sleep anymore, but you also don't need to sleep, and like I guess for this hypothetical, you would also need like infinite stamina. And then if you didn't need to eat, like you won't die. Like it's kind of like an immortal type of thing. Like you'll still die eventually, but like you don't need to eat food anymore. And because of this, you also don't need to use the restroom anymore, like the toilet. So let's just say, like, I don't know how many times people go to the bathroom, but like let's just say you go, whenever you go pee, it takes you like 30 minutes, and then go poop. Let's just say it's like 20 minutes, and then let's say you go pee like 7 times a day, and then you go poop like 2 times a day, and then that's like 40 plus 3. It's over 40. Let's just say it's an hour a day gone, just because you had to use the restroom. And then also you have to, let's just say you cook food, that's like at least an hour or total, like of cooking food, eating the food, and then washing your dishes. Or even if you buy fast food, you still have to like go to the drive-through, order the food, wait in line, get the food, go home and eat it, or park in the parking lot and eat it. And that uses up a lot of time. And even if you like magically had a burger appear in your hand and you started eating it, it's still going to use up like 5 to 20 minutes of your time eating. So if you didn't have to do these things, you would have a lot more time to take care of other stuff. And I just think that would be awesome. I don't know. I guess I should just start thinking of ideas. Like, what could you do if you had all this extra time? Like, you could do laundry. You could, if you're writing a book, you can just spend all that time writing a book. Or if you have any skills or you want to learn, if you have any skills you wanted to learn, but you just didn't have time for it, now you do. And if you're an entrepreneur, and I think I'm saying that right, people who make jobs for people and stuff, they already sleep like Elon Musk. He only sleeps like 6 hours a night, which is crazy. And imagine if he had those extra 6 hours to be productive. Like, what would he do with that? That's interesting. I don't know. Yeah, and then, because let's say you only work, even if you are an entrepreneur, 8 hours a day. Now you have that extra 8 hours, so 16 hours a day to be productive. Like, that's insane. And if you also have infinite stamina, so you'll never be tired. That would be awesome. Like you can work out more, you can be more fit, you can, I guess, if you're an entrepreneur, you can make more money, or like get side hustles if you have a regular job, and then at nighttime have another job. You can have like 2 or 3 jobs, and like because you have an infinite stamina, like it won't even bother you. Um, you can work the morning shifts, the morning shifts, day shifts, afternoon or night shifts, and graveyard shifts. You can work all of those if you want. You can literally work like two 24-hour days, and then like if you worked at a regular job and then not work for the rest of those days, and then just use those like you only work on weekends and make the same amount as if you worked 5 days a week. That would be awesome. And then you have 5 days, 24 hours to do whatever you want, and you don't have to sleep. That would be amazing. You can travel. Like like traveling sucks when there's traffic, but if you have all this extra time, and let's say you have your lights are really good, it won't even bother you anymore. The days would literally be longer for you, and that's amazing. And that's just, there's so much potential to not having to sleep. And then also, if you include not needing to eat or use the restroom, and you'll still be fine and be full of energy, like it's like a magical blessing. That would be awesome. I mean, sure, maybe at first you would be scared and freaking out, but yeah. And then so this conversation I had with my sister, after that, I had an idea to like use this idea to interpret it into a story, and that's how I came up with my book idea, The Cursed Hourglass, which I guess I could talk about it a little bit. It would be about a guy, and he's like a husband, and he has kids, and a full-time job as an electrical engineer, and he needs more money, and they let him work overtime, and even when he doesn't want to work overtime, he still has to work overtime because they need him. And the point of the plot of the story would be that he needs more time, and he's just busy, and he's like low-key kind of neglecting his family, not on purpose, because he's just trying to work and make money, and he also wants to like create his own like side hustle because he's not making enough money, but he doesn't really have any time to spend time with his family and do stuff that he actually wants to do. And so I wanted to have like this magical hourglass that he finds, because like let's say his car breaks down, and then he's just walking home and he stumbles upon it like on the ground or something, and then he finds this hourglass, and it's like a really big hourglass, and it would be like a 24-hour timer hourglass, and then he'll set it down, like he'll flip it upside down on accident, set it down on a table when he gets home, and then starts the 24-hour timer. And then he realizes that like he tries to go to bed, and he can't sleep, and he's just like, why can't I sleep? But then he feels good. He doesn't feel tired anymore, and he feels like full of energy. And so he decides, since I can't sleep, I'm gonna do all these other things. And then it's like he realizes it's morning time, and his wife wakes up, is like, how come you weren't in bed this morning or whatever? And then I don't know, it's just like she wakes up and breakfast is already made, and then he's like, all right, I'm gonna go to work. And then she's like, you're not gonna eat? And he's like, I'm not hungry. And then that happens. And then like on that night, this is like too good to be true, obviously. So I was thinking, as like everything has a price, or nothing's free. Like there's got to be like a catch. Everything has a catch. And I was thinking that when the hourglass goes to, like, it's within the last hour, because it's gonna be a 24-hour timer hourglass. So once it gets to the last hour, he'll start to feel it. He'll feel it, and he'll slowly get weaker and tired, and like pretty much slowly start to die. And then if it does reach to zero, like there's no more sand at the top, then he'll just like die from a heart attack or whatever. And yeah, he'll die. But within that last hour, only within the last hour, he can flip it back and then, start the cycle again, and he won't die. And he'll still have all those abilities. But if that ever reaches zero, he'll die. And I was thinking maybe for the last hour or whatever, he was like, maybe like the last 5 minutes, he's like about to die, and he doesn't know why. He's like in all this pain and agony. And then his wife is like freaking out and stuff because like he'll be in his room, and then one of his kids, let's say his daughter, would be like in the living room because like he just left it in the living room because he didn't think about it, and for some reason his daughter is awake at night, and then she's just like, I wonder what this is, and then just flips it over as he's like about to die pretty much, and then he feels back he's like instantly, because the timer starts again or restarted, he'll feel fine, and then the wife will be like, what just happened, what are you okay, whatever, you need to go to the hospital. And then the daughter unknowingly saved his life, but the curse or whatever isn't on the daughter, because the curse only works on one person at a time. So the daughter is fine, she's safe, and she won't be affected. She won't have any abilities or whatever. But anyways, that's like the whole premise. That's all I got so far. I want to write more. If that sounds interesting to you, let me know in the comments. If you're listening to this on YouTube, or if you're on Spotify, or any of those podcast streaming services or whatever, you can hit me up on Instagram and tell me that you think my book idea, which is The Cursed Hourglass, if that sounds interesting. I don't know. I told it to my sister, and then she was like, I mean, I guess. And I was like, would you read it? She was like, I guess. But yeah, I think it's gonna be a hit. I don't know if it'll be like the number one bookseller, number one book. I don't know. It's not. I don't know if it's gonna be the best book ever, but I hope it does well, and then I'll make it an ebook. And if it does really well, maybe I'll contact someone and make it like an actual physical book that you could buy. But I'm getting ahead of myself. I still need to write the story, write the book. But yeah, that's what I've been thinking about. I hope you enjoyed this podcast episode. It's a bit random. I didn't really prepare any notes like I normally do. Most have been just talking about myself. But I think it's fine because I haven't, uploaded in a while, like 4 months. So yeah, this I guess this podcast, normally I wanted to just talk about like cool facts or whatever, but I think now, like I'm like evolving, I wanted to just talk about my life, what's going on, and then also talk about a specific topic, but not necessarily like I'm teaching you something, more of how like I just want to talk about it in general, like not necessarily, I don't want to teach you something, but if I learn something while I'm talking about it, then you'll learn something too. But it's not like, this isn't like a class or something. I don't want you to like come here and expect to learn something. This is just for like entertainment and fun, but I also want it to be like interesting, and I don't know. This is like the genre of this podcast is comedy. I'm not a comedian though, but I think my personality is a little humorous, especially when I start thinking about stuff and giving my opinions on it. So it's kind of like a commentary / just thinking out loud about stuff podcast. So I might need to change the description. But yeah, I'm already almost at the 30-minute mark. I don't want to go over 30 minutes because I'm still new and building an audience, and I know if it's longer than 30 minutes, people won't listen to it. So if you are listening to it right now, thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. If you haven't already, follow me on Spotify. If you're listening on YouTube, subscribe if you liked this episode. I appreciate all of you. Goodbye.